What's up, space pirates? This is your Admiral, the ever-charming Dr. Disaster, and it is insane how many times over the past few years we have seen Nexus Mods make a decision to intentionally prop up and protect progressive politics in games, and we always get the same response from the people defending them.
It's a fictional product. It doesn't matter.
It's no big deal, they say. Nexus Mods aren't trying to propagandize gamers. Meanwhile, we see shit like this all the time. In Spider-Man 2, when someone changed a pride flag into the American flag, that user got banned on Nexus for doing so. They removed the mod which changed Angrabata from God of War Ragnarok into a white chick. However, if you visit the site right now, you will see that the mod which changes Geralt from a white guy into a black guy on Witcher 3, that is still considered perfectly okay. The mods for that are on the site right now. This is blatant favoritism of one worldview over another, and a shitload of gamers are pretty damn sick of this site for this reason.
Hope you die, you sack of shit. I hope you die, and I hope you float down the gutter so I can f***ing piss on you.
Well, it looks like there is going to be a bit of a shakeup over there at Nexus. They aren't going to just keel over and fade away as many of us would like, but it looks as though someone is buying up the site. Dark One, the person who made this site and who built the culture there, is going away, and I'm personally not sad to see the dude go at all.
Now get the hell out of here.
But unfortunately, if you read this post here from Dark One explaining the decision to sell the company, you can see that the likelihood that things are going to change for the better, that Nexus Mods will back the hell off and stop preventing people from playing games how they see fit, those chances are pretty slim. In fact, it seems more likely that the site will get worse now. A lot of people are expecting a subscription service to be tacked on to the site now. At the very least, gamers will be stuck looking at this company and still thinking,
You're a degenerate.
Alright, me hearties, make sure that you hit the like button on this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and don't forget to follow me over on Rumble, where I've started uploading some content as well. Also, please consider supporting the channel by becoming a member. I'm working on a space pirate cartoon, which channel members will have first access to. We can't just complain about the state of our culture, we have to create alternatives. So, if you want to support that sort of thing, consider a channel membership for as little as $5 per month. In any event, let's look at what is going on with the switch up at Nexus Mods. I know a lot of people are fearing that Nexus is going to a monthly subscription service now with the new ownership, and as for me, I'm kinda like, whatever. I don't use Nexus Mods any more than I have to these days because I can't stand the company, and if they were going to go to a subscription service, I think that would hasten their demise. So I say, bring it on. I say they should absolutely go to a monetization model like that. To be clear, I would feel bad for all the decent people out there who just want to use the site in order to have some mods for their games, but there are alternatives like DEG Mods, which is still in development, but which I'm hopeful will take a chunk out of Nexus's hide when they come out. But let's look at what Dark One had to say about ownership changing at Nexus after almost 24 years of running Nexus Mods, the time has come for me to step back from the day-to-day management of the site. This isn't a decision I've made lightly, far from it, but one I think is in both my and the community's best interests. I started this project back in 2001 in my bedroom with a little modem and excitement for the upcoming release of Morrowind, and with no grand ambitions or intentions. I didn't set out to build a business. I just wanted to make a place where modders could share their work without worrying it would vanish into the internet either the next time a fan site went offline or a publisher decided they were done with it. Well, you failed miserably, dude, because for the last several years, that is exactly what modders were fearful of on Nexus. Anyone who didn't toe the progressive messaging line was concerned that their mods would get zapped off the site. So spare me this shit where you try to claim that everything you did was for the gamers. You aren't Gabe Newell, you're a jackass. But reading on, that idea grew legs, sprouted arms, and turned into Nexus Mods. Since then, this site has been my entire adult life. Every single day for over 2 decades, I've been on call. Whether it was fixing issues, reading feedback, pushing updates, or getting pulled into the latest bit of community drama, it's been rewarding, sometimes chaotic, often exhausting and always personal. Somewhere along the way, I forgot to step back and breathe or sleep properly, the dilemma of running a major social network that does not rest. The strain of being responsible for the behemoth I created has taken its toll. The stress of the job has been a regular source of anxiety and stress-related health issues. I realized that I have been burning out, and this started to have an impact on my staff and Nexus Mods as a whole. So, I firmly believe that the best thing for the future of Nexus Mods is for me to step aside and bring in new leadership to steer the business forward with renewed energy to make Nexus Mods the modding community we all truly deserve. One of the biggest reasons I've been doing this for so long is that I've never felt that I truly found someone who really gets the modding community the way I do. Finding a new owner who would be able to understand and respect the myriad intricacies of both Nexus Mods as a business and the wider modding community was essential. After months of meetings, face-to-face talks, and a whole lot of soul-searching, I am thrilled to say that I truly believe I have found the exact right people for the task. Well, my dude, there's nothing you could say that would be more damning than that about the incoming people who are taking over the site. If they get modders the way that you do, then they are clueless. And it also sounds an awful lot like Dark One is going to still have a bit of sway over the company yet. Reading on, it says, so yes, the ownership of Nexus Mods has changed hands, but I want to be clear, this isn't some corporate exit or a backroom deal. This is me doing something I probably should have done years ago, taking care of myself, reclaiming some headspace, and finally letting go of the idea that I have to do everything and be responsible for everything myself. Yeah, that really makes it sound like the dude will still be working in some kind of advisory capacity at the company. He likely still owns a massive chunk of the company. I really hope that Nexus loses its value, though, as more competition comes into the marketplace. As far as I'm concerned, this has been one of the more transparently biased companies in the industry, and I'd love to see them go bye-bye. A lot of people are afraid that a monthly subscription is going to be added to Nexus, and new ownership does often bring new modes of existence to companies like this. So, we will see. It certainly wouldn't surprise me if the new ownership is even half as silly as the previous. Then this is definitely possible, and you've got to think that new owners are doing it because they want to make money. So we will see what happens. We will see if they are foolish enough to believe that a subscription service is in fact the way to go forward for this company. But I'm going to leave it there. Drop your contempt for Nexus Mods into the comment section below, and we will talk there. Thanks for watching, me hearties. If you haven't already, your Admiral is inviting you to subscribe to the channel and become a part of the crew. Life as a space pirate may not be glamorous, but there's always plenty of booty.